Thought this was worth reading. I've just been working on my back and got a hottie on there now. And thought I'd read you an article because it sounded like a good thing to read. It's fairly short. So the quiet war rages at the crossroads of history as humanity teeters on the edge of technological enslavement and civilizational collapse. Robert Black asks the critical question, is this a time of total destruction or the threshold of conscious evolution? Every civilization reaches a point of decision made not by politicians or priests, but by the people of vision, nerve and spirit. That time is now. We stand at the culmination of economic, ideological, ecological and metaphysical cycles. Signs are everywhere. Though most remain blind to the pattern, the question is no longer what is coming, but what humanity will become in response. The following program rejects empty slogans and hope and refuses to succumb to fatalistic despair. Instead, it outlines 7 long-range strategies, a blueprint for civilizational continuity, and a higher octave of being. These are the disciplines of those who choose to stand upright in a collapsing world. What is the point of humanity in a universe of silence and stars? Our old myths have burnt out, our new ones are not yet born, but within every apocalypse lies a seed. Number 1, reorientate human purpose. We are a species adrift in meaning, replacing destiny with dopamine and wisdom with wellness. We must ask, what is the point of humanity in a universe of silence and stars? Our old myths have burnt out, our new ones are not yet born, but within every apocalypse lies a seed. The first step is remembering we are not random or separate. The human being is a vessel for something far greater than consumption or compliance. We must teach again that history is a sacred drama, and we are its actors. Schools must evolve into temples of learning. Media must rediscover the sacred, and every soul must wrestle with the most urgent of modern questions. Why are you here? Number 2, decentralize everything. Top-heavy systems fall under their own weight. When the centre cannot hold, the periphery must remember how to thrive. Decentralization is resilience. Humanity must localize food production, energy generation, education, and decision-making, disempowering the managerial priesthoods that hoard data and control perception. We must build our own systems and support our local communities. Every act of decentralization, economic, informational, or spiritual, withdraws consent from the control matrix. Cure the myth of separation. Modernity's core delusion is the idea that we are alone, biological robots on a dead rock, separated by skin, language, race, and algorithm. This is a lie. From quantum entanglement to mystical insight, deeper currents reveal a universe of interbeing. Earth is alive, and you are not a statistic. You are a node in a web of energy, story, and memory. The return of the sacred begins with your breath, your attention, and your refusal to live as if disconnected. We must teach children they are more than data points, restore rituals that bind human life to the seasons and stars, and reintroduce relation as the fundamental unit of meaning. Reawaken temporal intelligence. We are living through a global amnesia. A species that forgets its past is destined to repeat its wounds. History is not linear, but cyclical. a truth known to the Mayans, Hindus, Hopis, and Greeks. These cycles warn us that collapse is ritualized. We must reintroduce cyclical thinking as a civilizational compass. Know where you are in the cycle and know when to fight, when to fast, and when to plant seeds for the time beyond the ruins. Rebuild initiatory culture. In the absence of initiation, we get addiction. In the absence of mystery, we get manipulation. Our societies lack rites of passage, offering instead identity crisis, hormonal confusion, and algorithmic sedation. Old initiations must return as soul technology. Teach astrology as a language of archetypes, and teach myth as a symbolic psychology. Let initiation become the sacred interface between the individual and the cosmos. Reclaim the human imagination. We suffer not from a lack of resources, but from a poverty of vision. Dystopia is profitable. Dreaming is not. We are immersed in predictive programming that numbs the will and narrows the future. This must be inverted. Civilization depends on the cultivation of narrative imagination. Writers, artists, musicians, and seers are the architects of the possible. We must depict futures worth building and show what a healed world feels like, creating mythic frameworks for reintegration. Imagination is the first terrain we must reclaim. Resist the digital priesthood. The control matrix is now emerging. AI, biometric IDs, social credit systems, the neural interfaces from the architecture of enslavement, not liberation. Yet, the true human cannot be simulated. Consciousness is not code, and spirit is not algorithm. The final battle will be fought in the inner temple, your sovereign self against the hive mind. We must defend the right to mystery, protect the analog, seek silence, and wherever possible, disconnect without disappearing. The choice is upon us. We have reached the fork in the road. It lies not between left and right, east and west, or rich or poor, but between those who remember what a human being is and those who forget. Our purpose is not only survival, we are here to initiate the next human, the spiritual, sovereign, luminous being hidden behind the digital mask. It is not time for humanity's destruction. Then our only task is to make ourselves worthy of survival. Let this be the work, let this be the mission, and let those who hear the call begin now. I thought that was quite a good brief article. Thanks for listening.